Good afternoon and welcome to Cap at Home. Today you're going to learn a little bit about the rainforest stick and the various cultures that use and develop the rainforest stick. This is something that we are going to use. It has been that we're going to make today, and this is going to be a two-part series. So we're going to start making it, but first I'm going to give you a little bit of history about the making of the rainforest stick and the reason why it is used. The rainforest stick, and if you can hear the music, that's of the rainforest. You hear all the different sounds, the water, you hear the birds, you hear various animals, and they're just singing in the midst of the forest, of the rainforest, which is found around different parts of the world. So, the rainforest stick, just a little brief history for you, was developed by the Indians and in some African countries such as the Togo area. South and Central America, Aztec Indians made rainforest sticks to help with bringing on rain into their region. So the rainforest stick is typically made out of wood, hollow wood, and they make it into a little tube similar to this. And I'm going to just show you, just imagine if this was wood, okay? But also dead cactus. So a dead cactus tube. All right, think of what a cactus looks like. So it's a dead cactus tube. The thorns in the cactus are hammered in, okay? And you'll see how we're going to make it out of the paper towel roll. But the thorns of the cactus is hammered in, and various little pebbles are added into the inside of the tube once those thorns are all in there to actually formulate various sounds. There's no two rain sticks that sound the same. They're all different. The rain stick has been used in various ceremonial, tribal ceremonies, and it really is considered a precision instrument for many cultures. So today you're going to start the process of making a rainforest stick. And you see that it can be used in dance, okay, in movement, you hear the shaking. So a lot of the various cultures will use, okay, those sounds to bring on rain. So we're going to develop, and I know it's snowing outside, but we're going to develop the rainforest stick because by spring we will need some rain, okay? So first, and I am Miss Ivy. I'm sorry, I hope I introduced myself. So if you haven't had a class with me, well, today come on into my classroom and we're going to have fun making rainforest sticks. Today we're going to just start the process. We'll finish the process next week, where we will actually wrap the fabric and design and put all of our different types of yarn and different whatever little other things that we want to add into it. I'm going to show you some of the items that we need. Okay. Now I'm going to zero down into my work area here. Okay. So we have paper towel holder. We're going to use that. Okay. Just a typical empty paper towel holder would be fine. Okay. We will need, I like masking tape, so, you know, a thick kind of tape. Okay. We will need either nails. You can use nails. You can use, I'm going to use some, the toothpicks. Okay. So nails, push pins, something of that nature. Okay. We have different kind of fabric, and you can use any kind of little fabric, anything. However, whatever color you want. I like these. They remind me of water. Okay, rainforest, right? Water. So we're going to use some of those. Okay, and actually we'll have this ready for next week, I do believe, by the time we get to that process. Now, what am I going to, once I have finished all this and putting our nails inside and our toothpicks pushing those in, which is a process, we are going to, and I want you to gather up, unpop popcorn, beans, different type of beans, little rice, okay? All right, I have some other kind of beans, all right? That's all gonna help with the development of my rainforest sound, okay? So we can actually start getting started. I'm gonna put that to the side. So what else will you need? You will need, I like this. I like the Elmer's spray adhesive. You can get some of that, or you can just simply use glue. And I have just glue stick. I have a little glue pen, so any type of glue will be fine. We also have glue stick, okay? Now I do, but keep in mind, we want the fabric, once we push all of our pins in, we have to wrap our fabric around our tube and keep everything inside of our tube, okay? All right, so now the process, this can be a little hard. Just a little bit. You have to use some elbow grease, okay? Use your fingers and your hands. And so the process will, I'm going to open up this, and these are just little tiny little nails, very easy peasy from the dollar store, okay? None of this should be overtaxing, so I just have a few nails. Pull that out, okay? And smooth my paper towel holder down a little bit. Just with my hand, okay? Now, these are also other little nails too. They're just little push tacks, okay? So anything that can tack it in. I am going to pull out some toothpicks, okay? So this all will serve as the thorns, okay? Remember I said that usually it's the cactus and we have the thorns. So because the paper towel is a little thinner than wood, and this sort of reminds you of wood because it's a little thicker, but because the paper towel is a little thinner, paper towel holder is a little thinner than wood, this should be fairly easy just to push in. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to push in, okay? All right. You shouldn't hurt your fingers, and you see as you go in, you just start pushing different little nails all around, okay? I like to sort of do it in a circular motion going down the paper towel holder, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to spend time and actually push that in, okay? So we can start getting some kind of I'm gonna have one of those little push pins, so that's pretty easy. So you see, it's the fairly easy process. And I'm just following the paper towel line, actually, okay? And you just wanna stick them all around here. So we're just gonna keep sticking, okay, different things in here, all around, okay? And you just keep pushing it. Now, I think I'm gonna sort of pop some of the, just break that in half, and we're going to try the toothpick hole, the toothpick. Okay, let's see if we can get that toothpick in there. Okay, now, if the toothpick won't go in, find something a little sharp, such as, the tip of a pin. Okay, just to get the toothpick started. Okay, you see the hole there? Okay, just to get that toothpick started, so. And you don't want it to be where it's sticking out because we want this to be smooth, okay? So we're just gonna keep sticking that all around. And I think I'm gonna use my help of my little pen, and I'm just gonna sort of pop, whoops, okay, pop all around. I think I popped my lid out. However, we'll get another pin. That's why you have many pins. And you have your arts and craft toolbox with you, if you will. And we just pop it on down, pop just gently, not too far in, okay? And this is just for if you're using toothpicks. You don't have to do it for the nails. The nails go in pretty good, so you won't have to use it for that. And you just sort of pop in just various areas, okay? All right. put that top back on and put that up. And I'm just going to work really well with, okay, sometimes we just have to figure this out. And just slide that in, and I'm sliding it in as at an angle. So I'm just breaking those in half, sliding them in at an angle, okay, and just sliding those in. I'm gonna put a nail in there, okay, and just all around, a nail in there. So once we, and just keep sliding nails in, I think that'll work, okay. So you want to put the more push pins or the more toothpicks that you have in here, that you push in here, the more sound, the stronger the sound will be. So you really want to make sure you have quite a bit of your nails and your little push pins in, okay, because that's going to add to your sound, and you will have such an awesome, awesome sound. And this is good to do with your family members. The holidays are coming up, so it's a nice way to make music. Now create some music while you're off for the holidays. I need more nails. Okay, so we're gonna have, okay, pop in a couple more nails. Okay, so I believe you may have it pretty much covered. Anything coming out? Oh, yep, I lost a stick and I lost a nail. No problem. We're just gonna put that in here. Okay. Okay. I might be losing a few of these, but that's okay. I'm just gonna pop those. Okay. Slide those in like so. And okay, yeah. So let's see how we're looking. Okay. We have a lot of things going on. Can you see a lot of, oh yeah, you can see both sides, both ends. A lot of things going on in there. So when and you can use beads, you could use anything, but this is in your kitchen cabinet, okay? All right, so you can use rice. So when the rice, the beans, and the popcorn starts to flow through this, you start getting some really cool sounds through this, okay? So I think we have quite a bit. I think we're good. Okay, so now the next process, always put your extra items up, okay? Because you don't want those flying all over the place, and we don't need any more of the nails. But this has always been a really fun project. If you're having any kind of performance and you need a different kind of sound, okay, this is a musical instrument. So always keep that in mind. It's a musical instrument. Okay, so now we're going to, before we put anything in, we need to make sure that we're going to tape this at the bottom, okay? So you're going to end up cutting 2 pieces of tape. So we're just going to take that off, okay? And just cut. Now when you cut your tape, especially this heavy tape, you want to make sure. We're going to put that to the side. Okay, we want a nice clean piece here. Okay, so, and I think that might be, and that's a 2-inch, so always fold over so you don't have, it won't get stuck. You know how this tape sometimes can get stuck. So, all right. I may have to cut another piece because it's not too, that's all right. I'll cut another piece, but you want to make sure it covers that opening, okay? Once we get everything in, and before we put the fabric on, and before we put everything else in, we will tape up both ends once we have everything in there. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. Just gonna simply cut your tape, fold that over. That's how you save on those little sticky kind of tape. You won't have a tape issue trying to get that up. Okay, and you can always cut that little tip off. That's not a problem. Okay, but we want to make sure that this is covered pretty good. I think I'm going to have to cut another piece too as well, because we don't want anything. When you start really moving this around. You don't want anything falling out. Okay, so you see how I have the fabric folded over? I'll show you how to do that next week. Okay, so we're going to cut another longer piece of tape now. And you can cut as many pieces that you need. Okay, fold over again. Okay, I'll get that extra off my hands there. Okay, so, all right, so now, yep, I think we're gonna go this direction. I wanna make sure all the sides are covered as well. Okay, so I'm going around the sides and add a couple pieces more tape. Okay, really wanna cover that side. So, fold over again. I will not, you see how easy when I go back to cut my tape, it's so easy just to unfold it. Okay, and wrap. Okay, so we're just gonna wrap. So the stronger your piece is right here, the better off you'll be. Okay. Now, I think that's covered pretty good. Nothing should seep out of there. So when we get ready to put in, okay, our items, nothing should seep out of there. All right, so let's get to the part of adding items in, huh? Okay, next week will be the decorating part and putting everything, pulling it all together. So let's start with popcorn. All right, you just, once it's all in and you see everything's in here, okay, I don't think we have, yep, it's closed in, you can't see anything there, so we're going to add popcorn now. Do you hear it? You hear that going in? Sounds like rain, doesn't it? So we got a little bit of popcorn. Let's add some beans. That gives it a different sound. Let's add some rice. Oh, that sounds like rain just going in, doesn't it? And let's add some larger beans. Okay, I think that might be enough. So let's just put your hands here, just on top, and let's just sort of do a dry run of it. Oh, wow. You hear that sound? Oh, wow. You hear that sound? That sounds like the rainforest. Yes. So we're going to move that to the side. So now we have to tape everything, and we're going to tape that down because I think we have enough. You always want to test to make sure your sound is coming through. Yes. So it's starting to sound like the rainforest. So we're going to tape this in and have this ready. Get this ready for next week. Okay. Okay. We're going to do a couple pieces of tape. We would definitely need a couple pieces of tape because we don't want all that sound to go away. So we're going to place it at the top and move this up a little bit more for you. We're just going to place at the top. Okay, on top of that opening. Okay. Now you see how, and we will examine what we have, our tube, before we totally close everything up. Okay. All right. I'm going to add that on top of this. Okay. Press down. All right. Okay. All right, so just press it down. Okay. I think it's in there. I don't think anything will be coming out anytime soon, right? Pretty sturdy. Oh, do you hear that? Oh, yeah. Oh, that sounds like the rainforest, huh? Yes. Okay, so the next you want to check and make sure everything's in. If you need to add any more, now would be the time to add on. And I see just a couple of little areas. I want to add on some of my other little sticks here. Okay, just a few more. I might have lost them in the midst of doing this. Okay, just want to add a few more. So you want to inspect it, make sure everything is all in there. Sounds very good. Really, really, really good. Okay. I think I may add 1 or 2 more little nails in there on a strong sound. Okay. Yeah, right here. Okay, good. Rainforest stick. Okay. Sort of sound like that rainforest, right? Okay. Yes. So, okay. So next week, I'm gonna put all that up. Okay. So next week we have our tube. Okay. So now that we have our tube ready to roll here, okay, we have our rain. We're in the making. So then we're going to just simply find material, any kind of material, something, you know, long enough for, you know, to fit in. It could be an old t-shirt. It can be a favorite color of fabric. But, you know, anything that you have laying around the house would be fine as far as fabric-wise. It could be an old pillowcase, anything. And so next week we will actually start applying our glue over the whole structure, and then we will add the fabric all around, and I'll show you how to do that. Then we will I'll have some other string too, because you can have so many different types of stringy hanging from your structure, because it is, again, a ceremonial rain stick, and it's bringing on rain. Okay, so this one is a little thinner, but you hear this one, that's a little stronger, right? Okay, so, well, I just want to make sure we go over just a few of what you'll need next week's fabric. You need, I'm going to use spray glue. I can tell you this. I'm going to use this. Okay. And fabric. We have our tube. We'll be ready to roll. And I'll have various types of yarn or string. You can do any kind of string. So definitely, if you have an opportunity, look online and look and see what how some of the rain sticks look, so you can get some ideas. But we always want to have, you know, a really cool rain stick. So we'll have make some music, okay? So for weeks to come, we have the holidays coming up, and just keep in mind, this is a wonderful tool that you'll be able to make your own music. Maybe you and your friends can get together and just make beautiful rain music. Okay, well, thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next week for Cap at Home with Miss Ivy, and we will be finishing up our Rainforest sticks. Bye-bye. Toodles.